I'm going to show you exactly the fastest way to be able to hit your first 5K a month online. And the reason I put realistic in the title is that far too many people online preach to you and say to you that it's super, super easy to make a bunch of money. We're talking 20, 30K months in no time, right? But that's far from the truth. And that was the perfect example of this. I once thought that it was going to be super, super easy online business, and my first business model was going to pop off and stuff, right? But again, back then I was working at a warehouse job. I was still at school doing some bunch of cold DMs cold emails, sorry, that just ended up to nothing, right? And I was stuck in this position for, I'd say maybe 1 to 3 years around. So I was there for a while, right? And now, okay, and this was quite recent, probably a year and a half ago, being able to make, 3.4K in a day, have payments just entered like this, kind of live the lifestyle I want, right? And right now I make about 20K per month, just to show you an example, okay? So again, I'm going to be able to show you this way. Again, I'm going to be able to show you what I think is the best way to be able to do it. You don't have to exactly copy what I did. I'm just going to give you the overall general idea, and you can go in whichever direction you like, okay? And I get it, right? Everyone, and this is for all our feeds, right? Everyone in your feed is screaming 10K a month in 30 days. That's going to be super easy. It's going to be super quick, right? But let's be real. Most of that is actually just people selling you the dream, which is fine. Okay? I have no hate towards them, to people that you can see right here, okay? Because again, all these gurus are doing the exact same thing. They're all trying to sell you some course or some program, right? Again, info is great. It's a great business. I'm not saying that their courses, their programs are bad, but this is just the truth. And a lot of people are starting to realize this, right? A lot of these people got big personal brands, and they're able to print with lower ticket products or any kind of course or product or program, whatever, right? They'll easily just sell you some screenshot. I'm not even talking about all these three gurus. I'm talking about even all the people that are online. They'll sell you some screenshots, some secret system, and by the end, you've actually learned nothing except how they make money from you, right? And this is starting to become more and more popular, where people are showing you exactly how much money people are actually making and where that money is actually coming from. And it's from selling courses, which is fine, again. And I can show you even my screenshot, right? In the last 4 weeks, 20K rev. 20K, sorry, cash that I was able to make. And I know it's easy for me to show you just this screenshot. You don't have to believe me necessarily, but I just want to show you the actual money I was able to make, right? And again, everyone can take a screenshot. It's easy to do that and just sell you on it, right? And now, I know what you're probably thinking. Here's another 20-year-old tell me he's cracked the code and he's being able to make it while I'm still rock bottom just starting out. But let me be real, right? I'm not no fake guru trying to sell you another course, because I don't even have a course myself, right? And I'm not saying I'm making 100K a month and I have a Latmo and stuff like that. That's not what I'm telling you, right? I want to show you this because I was actually the one who went through all the hardships of actually starting an online business. This is the truth that a lot of people don't tell you, right? It's very, very hard to be able to succeed, okay? That's why only the 1% does, okay? I've failed probably more times than I can probably count. All the business models that you ever heard about, I've tried them all and have failed at them, okay? There's business models I tried for months, for years, and didn't really see any substantial results, right? And again, I ended up always in the same place, burnt out, underpaid, and wondering why the actual math never worked out in my favor, right? But the second, okay, this is super important, the second I picked out the right skills and the right positioning, I was able to scale my business from literally zero to be able to make 5.5K in a day, right? 2.9K in a day from a client, 9K a week, and I even made a 10K a week. I didn't put the screenshot here. 3.4K in a week, right? And these are recent. Like, as you can see, this was just like over a month and a half ago around, okay? And again, I'm going to show you the actual way to hit your first 5K a month online. No ads, no followers, no fake guru shit, okay? And again, if you want to prove, you can just go check out my Instagram. I don't have that many followers. I'm not running ads. I'm not doing anything of that super crazy stuff, okay? And this is the exact same systems I used to go from literally 0 clients to be able to make consistent 20K a month, right? And it's 100% repeatable, right? Now, this is super important, okay? You have to stop thinking that 5K a month is some kind of lottery win or some viral luck, right? It's actually just math. It's actually not magic, okay? 5K a month just equals 2.5K clients or 1.6K clients, okay? So it's not super crazy or anything like that. It's just actual math of like how much clients are you getting and how much are you signing them for, okay? And that's it. That's your entire focus, right? And this is exactly why most of you are never going to be able to make money online, okay? You keep chasing shiny objects. And I say this, and I was that not too long ago, chasing these kind of shiny objects, shiny business models, right? It was SMMA 1 week, dropshipping the next, then it's suddenly you're copywriting, You're not just testing business models. You're actually just avoiding the actual focus it takes to be able to succeed in one specific thing, okay? And the thing is, right, this is the thing, and this is probably why you're watching this video. You only need one simple skill and one clear offer to make that 5K a month consistently. Not like 30K, 40K, no, just 5K a month. Because again, that's probably what you're out looking for when you're just starting online business, because I know that's what I was, right? Everything else is just noise that keeps you broke, okay? The first thing, you have to pick the skill that prints. The fastest way to be able to make 5K online is through service or consulting. You probably already know this, right? It's not some low ticket products. It's not affiliate links. It's not an AI bot that can make you rich overnight, right? You make money by solving painful problems for other people, okay? That's how people will pay you, when you solve problems for them, okay? So here's your checklist for a 5K ready skill, okay? First thing, it has to solve a painful, measurable problem, something that relates to leads, content, conversion, or sales. The reason that is because you're making money online, so you have to help people online. So it has to be related to this, because this is directly linked to money, and money is directly linked to problems and stuff like that, okay? Another thing, you can deliver results in under 14 days. This is super important, okay? And last thing, businesses already pay for it. So you have proof of demand of people who are actively paying for it to be able to have the help. Don't invent some crazy thing that nobody's going to pay for, okay? Just go with something that have proof already, okay? Let's look at skills, for example, and I'm just showing you and throwing ideas around, okay? Editing, short form, long form is a great skill to have, and people will pay you for it 100%. Lead generation, being able to get more clients, a lot of people will pay you for that, whether it's for an agency, for a personal brand. Info consulting, and if you don't know what that is, that's exactly what I do, okay? Helping people who are experts something be able to sell info, sell coaching, sell courses, whatever, right? And you're helping experts. Super, super in demand. And if you want more info on it, you can also check out my other kind of YouTube videos, okay? And here's a quick exercise for you watching this video. If you're really just starting out from the basis, or maybe you have some skills or whatever, okay? Write down 5 skills you know. Now cross out everything you can't get someone a real result with, okay? Keep only the one you can deliver a tangible ROI on within the 14 days, okay? You have to stop chasing the passive income and start chasing useful skills. That's what's gonna get you paid, okay? So right now, I'll probably break down the hardest thing for you or for every guy in online business, right? And this is completely normal in the beginning, by the way, because I was there at one point. It's actually building the 5K offer. And I'll be able to show you exactly what that means and what I mean by building the actual 5K offer, okay? Because now what you do with that skill that you just marked down, you take that skill and you package it into an actual business, okay? Because at the end of the day, man, people don't buy editing or consulting or whatever. They actually just buy the result. That's why they're paying you, because you can actually solve a problem for them and bring them results that they're looking for, right? And here's the formula, okay? It's the dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement divided by the time delay and the effort and sacrifice. That is essentially what creates the value, okay? This is super important if you want to just maybe screenshot that so you can have an idea of what actually creates the value, okay? An example of this is a clear offer statement, okay? This is essentially what you want to go after, right? I help who achieve big result without pain they hate. For example, I help small account coaches under 10K followers sign 3 to 5K clients without paid ads using a simple DM system. That's an example of a offer, something you can offer that's going to be worth a lot of money to a lot of people, okay? And this is just an example. You can make this around based off your skill, based off what industry you want to go on, just really mix it to what you want to do, okay? And after that, what you want to do is define your 3 to 4 core deliverables that make this promise real, right? So having a clear framework of process on how you're actually going to be able to deliver that, some personalized implementation for each client you have. It's not just a course or just some resources you're throwing out. You're actually personalizing it for them. Having communication and support system with your clients, people are going to be working with, and having measurable results and continuous improvement, okay? If you're able to have these 3 to 4 things in your offer and you're actually able to deliver on them, you're going to be able to sign a bunch of clients, 100% guaranteed. And that's how I was able to sign all these clients, right? And again, once you have that, that's your product. And it's easy worth 2, 3K and even more, right? And again, only 2 clients a month, and boom, you're already at 5K a month already, okay? There's not complex ads, no employees, no fake funnels, whatever. It's just actual skill that you have, you package it into offer, and actually just bring the proof out of it. And that's exactly what I was able to do, like I said, to be able to make 20K US in the last 4 weeks. And if you want to know exactly what I do, my specific offer myself, you can also check out my other videos to be able to check it out. But that's not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on you actually making that offer, okay? And I know what you're thinking, but how do I actually get people to sign with me, right? If you can talk to people, you can make money, right? Because of course, it's just people that are paying, okay? And the internet gives you access to millions of them. So there's absolutely no excuses, okay? And as you can see, there's all DMs that I've been getting from doing this, okay? So if you want to be able to sign clients, if you want to be able to make money, it's non-negotiable that you're gonna have to do outreach, okay? This is unfortunately, or fortunately in some cases, what you're gonna have to do, right? But it depends. Again, I say unfortunately because for some business models, stuff like that, it's super hard to sign clients for your business, right? But something like this, where you have a clear offer, you're going after people who are not getting DM'd, bombarded every single day, it's actually favorable, and you're gonna see it's actually really cool, okay? So here are the daily non-negotiables, okay? You have to do 30 new conversations or new DM conversations per day, minimum, okay? To be able to get a role on your business and be able to have conversations, get calls if you like, and get clients. You can do one authority post per day, okay? This is posting on social media. Having your own personal brand or personal page is super important, so make sure you do that. And also engaging with 10 potential clients daily in comments and stories, right? People that you'd like to be able to work with, whether it's businesses, whether it's experts online, whether it's IG accounts, whatever. You have to engage with them, okay? So start getting your name out there and everything like that, okay? If you do this consistently every single day for 2-3 months, I guarantee you're going to be able to make a bunch of money, 100%. It's not possible if you're not. Maybe you have a shit offer, whatever, but if you have somewhat of a good offer and you do these and you do them well, there's no reason you're not going to be able to hit 5K a month easily, okay? But again, when you're doing all these outreach and stuff like that, you have to stop sending cold templates. You have to start building warm conversations, right? Your first 5K a month doesn't come from luck. It comes from 500 real human conversations and actually doing some connections, having some relationships with people, okay? And if you want some quick tips, and I went over this in the last videos, things to avoid in the DMs, okay? Long messages, forget about it, okay? And sounding like a bot or an agency. Hey, I come across your profile. Hey, I love your content. Hey, I'd love to share an idea. Bro, if someone DMs me this, forget about it. I know it's not legitimate, okay? And there's no value, okay? What you want to actually do is lead with value and show them an asset. Show them what's in it for them. That's the first thing you want to do. So what I used to do is I still do it right now, is to send just a video specifically for them, personalized video for them on how my service, whatever I'm offering, could actually help them. Or not even about me, just the actual solution itself, what it could do for them. That's exactly what you want to lead with. And you offer them a call if they're interested, and then you close them for 2 to 4K upfront. As simple as that. Why? Because your offer is really good, and they're in the market for it, and they're ready to pay this kind of amount. 2 to 4K is nothing. If you're able to really solve a problem for them, 2 to 4K is absolutely nothing. I know for a lot of people, it's like, whoa, 4K is a lot of money. It's nothing. It's really nothing, okay? And once you land your first client, your only job is to make their success unavoidable, okay? The first thing you have to do, you have to over-deliver. That's how you're going to get the ball rolling. That's how you're going to be able to get a bunch of case studies and stuff like that. You have to over-deliver and give everything to that first client. You want to record everything as well, screenshots, metrics, messages to actually show the proof. And you want to turn all that into a first case study. The first client is your most important. I was able to get my first client, get some really good results. We did 21K in 20 days, right? So that was great, and I was able to just record that and everything like that, and just that one case study helped me get all my other clients, okay? Then you want to also ask for a video testimonial, and that's basically your sales weapon for the client number 2, number 3, etc. Okay? You want to do kind of these screenshots and some case studies like I've been able to do with my own clients, right? And on my end, if you want to know, I send over 100 very targeted DMs. It's my VA that does it, and my closing rate is over 40%, even more now, right? I think it's like 45, 50% right now. And I also have referral and outbound. That's how we're able to make all this kind of money. And if you want to learn about my offer and what exactly I offer, you can also check out my other videos about info consulting and how it works. But again, it's just to show you the actual basis of how the online business works, okay? And again, that's the realistic way to hit your first 5K a month online. Not by chasing virality, not by luck. It's just by stacking skills, systems, and having actual conversations. Talk to people, okay? Because people are going to buy from you, okay? So what I just showed you is exactly the reason I'm able to make 20K per month consistently, right? Having my own offer, having real conversations, and being able to sign clients, right? And if you're wondering exactly what the model is, like I said, you can also check out my other videos that can give you a clear understanding of what the actual offer that I offer to my clients is, right? But if you want a quick breakdown, it's basically just helping experts build and scale their coaching programs or their course or whatever, right? It's a super great industry to be in, right? And that's exactly, again, how I make my 20K per month, right? So if that's of interest of you to be able to get help starting that, you can book a call in my YouTube bio for my one-to-one help. And I'm going to be able to help you with clarity on how to start, setting up the right foundations and the knowledge, be able to get your first client, and ultimately getting you to that first 5 to 10K month, right? If not, and if you're just actually ready to build the system and sign your first 5K month in the next 30 days, you can also just DM the word client on Instagram, and I'm going to be able to help you out and see if it's a good fit in of itself. Okay. So I hope this was valuable, and I'll see you in the next video.